Well, time to play Shadow Hearts. So, just gonna move my cursor around this just so I could give a brief introduction. I've never played Shadow Hearts before, but I know a decent amount about it and sort of the things before it and after it and kind of stuff about its story. I know that it's generally a very beloved RPG series. It's very unique, with it going for a very distinct horror tone to it, like more so than you'd even expect from like Shin Megami Tensei. And I know that it's a sequel to Koudelka. I also know that the sequel, Covenant, is generally considered like one of the best PS2 JRPGs, and that admittedly, that seemed to be a different attract mode. The big reason to play Shadow Hearts 1 is more so to get the setup for for Shadow Hearts Covenant. So that's what I'm here to do. I am playing this on emulator, so it's admittedly, from what I understand, a bit of a pain to try and set up. You can see little black lines next to the logo, like the TM, the logo behind the name, and the title itself. But this game should look fine. I've done quite a bit to try and set things up. I actually had to get like a cheat installed to like kind of do a proper oh god, why am I forgetting the term? It's proper deinterlacing for it. But yeah, anyways. So like I said, this is going to be ultimately a pretty blind playthrough. I probably am going to look up the requirements for how to get the different endings, and I'm going to do all of them. And I know a thing about the endings, I don't know anything else about them though. But I know a little fun little trick that they do with them. And that's about it. So that's basically my knowledge of Shadow Hearts going in. So anyways, let's start.
It's already past 2300, and it's still a long way to Fengtian.
Major Tsuji, what is this about? Why the special train in the middle of the night to escort this girl to Japan? She looks pretty ordinary to me.
Hell if I know. There's no telling what the big shots in Tokyo are thinking. Next time I see you-know-who, I'll ask her, okay? What's going on? Shoot!
Butcher Bacon. I'm honored that you remember me so well. You can't escape. Come along quietly, sister. Ah, a new actor in our play. I was fond of him.
Oh. We are now in control of Rude Hero. Not telling us his name yet, but for now, he's Rude Hero. So, I'm just gonna quickly go through some stuff. We start off with a bunch of healing items. I didn't know that they actually had these little descriptions of them, like just lore descriptions. So yeah, just some basic stuff going on. I do want to mention, so the controls are a bit strange. Square opens the menu, triangle is cancel, circle is run, X is select. Just little thing. Rude Hero here. It has fusion with Death Emperor, a lesser spirit of darkness, symbol of loathing. Death, as with that fusion with Death Emperor, he can do Drain Wave, Curse Attack, and Dark Messenger. We'll see what that fusion means. Currently only has leather gloves and a cotton shirt, and no accessories. Also, by the way, that little ring that pops up on the side there, that's an important thing. That's one of the few things I know about this game's combat system. Real adventures look great in simple designs. Currently equipped with the Death Emperor Soul, Lesser Spirit of Darkness, symbol of loathing. Oh hey! We can see what it looks like. You can even get his animations to play. Seems there's front and back row stuff. So I do want to make a comment first, before anything else, about this game's look, and about the CG that happened. This game released like a week, in the West it released like a week before Final Fantasy X did. This kind of murdered it. Midway, the publisher for it in the West, also didn't really advertise it. This also kind of murdered it. Alongside this, the actual, like, I'm gonna set the message speed to fast. That's what I was going in there for. So yeah, that's some things that are notable. Also, this game being put directly up against Final Fantasy X, this game is not completely a PS2 game. From what I know, in development for this game, it originally started as a PS1 game, and it very late got turned into a PS2 game, so it still kind of looks a lot like a PS1 game at its core. to my understanding, that's a big reason why it's kind of weird to emulate. Why it can have some weird problems with that. Also, God, the voice acting in that initial cutscene with the guards, I actually really struggling not to laugh out loud. But anyways, now to the combat. So I do know some things about this. Got some basic stuff. If I hold to the right, I can have him... Okay, so holding to the right, I can have him move to the back row. If he was in the back row, I could have him move forward. If I hold R1, I can select running. Same with L1. So let's just do a basic attack. And of course, first time going, I miss. So that's the Judgment Ring. That is kind of the main mechanic of the franchise. Get 2 goods at least. The basic idea is that you are aiming. It's a simple timing minigame. You press X when it's in the yellow zone or in the small red zone to essentially get more hits. Obviously, its effect will vary based on what we're doing, but yeah, it's the core mechanic for things, and I don't know too much about it. I don't know if it is exactly like a hit count, but it does seem like the more we get correct, the more hits we do, the more damage we do, and if we were to get a nice, as in get into the red zone, then it would be even better damage, be even better damage, why am I forgetting words? Presumably. And yeah, you can check your attack, your what Judgment Ring your attack gets based around equipment, looking at this. So presumably, if I get a different weapon for Rude Hero here, it'll have a different Judgment Ring for him. And then also, I have the Death Emperor here, which we'll see. I'll try that out next fight. Also, items have their own Judgment Rings. Generally seems to be the same timing for them all, except for Mermaid's Tear here. Mermaid's Tear doesn't have a little red zone. I wonder what that would be for a use item. Also, I will say, when I was initially emulating this to test it, make sure it looked good and whatnot, I was worried that, like, is this game actually running, like, at faster than normal speed? These animations look just slightly too fast in a weird way. I don't know how to put it, but it seems almost like it's moving just a bit too fast. I'm pretty sure the only voice acting in the game was in the opening FMV. Might as well mention, well, I'll get to that in a second after this. Time for a boss fight against Roger Bacon here. He is based off of a real historical person, I believe, like a real alchemist or guy from the occult. I don't actually know too much about that stuff. Basic idea behind the setting is it's set before World War I, I think, and it's a lot of historical references kind of twisted into like being like a secret alternate, like this is the real history kind of thing. It's a secret history, alternate history kind of thing. I've heard a lot of things about how it's pretty neat. Anyways, let's go with Death Emperor. So, this is one of the few things that I know about the game. The fusion stuff for Rude Hero here, where he can fuse with demons and then use their attacks. I can do a basic attack, but let's just do... I can use Curse Attack on myself, so that'll raise my attack. Damn it. Missed the bigger one. So presumably means I didn't get anything from it. I'm just gonna go with the basic. I'm not gonna try and risk things, but I'm new to the game anyways. Okay, so there is a... So there's HP, MP, and SP. I'm pretty sure from what I remember, SP is Sanity. And that's essentially the stat for determining, like, fusion stuff. Oh, that's just MP steel? Okay. Well, I can do my... Yeah, SP's going down every turn. He only goes down when I use an ability for it. HP goes down and I get hit. HP is obviously health. Eh, 12 damage. Not much, admittedly. Okay, so there is voice acting in the game in the fights. It's still in Japanese, but still. Yeah, I'm running very low on SP. It goes down by 1 a turn. I'm probably gonna try and disengage next turn. Dang it. Yeah, I got 2 hits in there. Well, yeah, it's an unwinnable fight.
What?
There's so incredibly late PS1 late PS1 FMV.
Whoa, down!
Did I say late PS1, early PS2? That's what I meant. Alright, world map. So it looks like this is going to be going with just a more menu-based world map, where you select a specific location. Yeah. Yeah, and I can save on the world map. Good. I believe it. I'm going to do that again, checking OBS. Okay, it does show the messages from the emulator itself. I probably should turn those off, but eh. So yeah, by a stroke of luck, seemingly, who knows what actually it was, able to punch a hole in Roger Bacon's face and save this girl. Of course, Roger Bacon didn't seem too fazed by the fact that we punched a hole in his face. Rude. So, we at least got a bit of information on why Rude Hero here is trying to protect her when he is so ostensibly rude. Doesn't seem like he necessarily cares, but that some voice is kind of forcing him to. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with default names. So, Rude Hero here, first of all, we finally got a second party member now. Pretty quick, but also, he seems to be lacking, well, kind of everything in terms of stats. Yeah, she's kind of, well, she's level 1 compared to our level 3, but even then, that's 2-level difference shouldn't probably be, you know, worse in every way. Also, fights with the Bible. He knows how to cure. It is still defined as white magic, and presumably we'll also learn black magic too. So, not too far off of Final Fantasy. This isn't the biggest departure for me. Might as well comment. Rude Hero is incredibly big asshole to start. I was told this going in, that it's kind of... There's a reason why he starts known as Rude Hero. At the very least, it does seem like his creeping on her is more just because he's just trying to get a rise out of her. Was saying what he was just explicitly to see if she would react to it and would get up. And then when she didn't, he actually kind of started to get worried there. Oh, that's actually a pretty big cure. It is neat that the game just calls money cash. Total cash. I'm just gonna run up ahead just before interacting with anything. Well, okay then. I see that treasure chest, and I know I've got to do something for it. I know his name's Yuri, by the way, but I still want to call him Rude Hero constantly. Okay, so her Judgment Ring is notably harder. Presumably because she is notably worse at when it comes to fighting. I mean, it's just a girl who has a book on her. While Yuri here's doing... Yuri here's just comboing. Also, Alice is running very low on sanity right now. Okay, she got a level. She got 10 more health from that. And 13 more MP, so... She now surpasses Rude Hero in something. Presumably I gotta grab a handle. Okay. I was not expecting skill challenges. Seems like Alice is very quickly learning that Rude Hero here is kind of a dumbass. Initially intimidated, then oh, he's an idiot. Well, you know, usually most RPGs actually don't let you target your own party with like, don't let you just target freely. So it's always refreshing to see that. I enjoy that, because that's usually a sign that there's, like, might be some sort of... There might be some sort of... layer to, like... My brain is failing me. There might be some sort of additional layer that requires you to target your, target freely like that. Like, you know, using Cure on Undead, or how Final Fantasy has you bounce spells off of Reflect and whatnot. It's something I enjoy seeing. Well, I guess that's the reason for the title, Shadow Hearts. Well, good on Yuri for immediately calling out the Dad. Just, we don't need the mystery of who this really is. It's the dad's ghost. I think I can recover 3 SP, but it'll only buy me another turn. And after he hits me once more, if he does that same move, it's gonna, yeah. Okay, it seems like just in general, SP goes down every turn. Well, is appropriately. Yeah. I find it interesting that you can fail at healing yourself with an item. I don't want to risk it. Oh, hey. Well, like father, like son. Well. That's her second forced death. Okay, so it seems like all this stuff going on. I might as well check the help. It's telling me there's new things. Opening treasure chests. There aren't any monsters hiding in the chest, so be sure to check off. Game? There's no mimics shirt has me asking a lot of questions, and I hope they are answered by your shirt. So yeah, getting a bit more info on Yuri's past. He seems to be very new to everything going on. Very reluctant, too. But basically just doing it because, well, seems like he fears death otherwise. Be creative. They're telling you just how to enter a name. Battles can be cruel. Well, that's I guess it'll explain the mechanic this graveyard serves. I haven't had it explained to me in the story, but I'm actually surprised at everything in here. Might as well see the SP. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's sanity points. I thought so. Because I remember hearing that this game does have a lot of like Call of Cthulhu influence to it. Okay, so that's what it is. It's just you lose one sanity every turn. And once you go out of sanity, you go berserk. And sanity comes back at the start of every fight. Okay, so class is just inherent elements and whatnot. Their statuses, Strike is just a critical, but they all already use critical for the Judgment Ring itself. If you succeed, you can use the item. But if you fail to use the item. But at the very least, it doesn't use it up. Okay, so some items can also slow down the rotation speed of the ring and whatnot. Neat that it outright tells you what the maximum a thing can be boosted for is. I feel like this is a lot of information that just reading it is a lot less effective than actually seeing it. Just seeing it without reading it without context. Main character is Harmonixer. Well, we already are thrown a term at us that'll probably be explained in the story, but the tutorial gets it out of the way. And yeah, it costs SP to fuse, which is why Rude Hero has so much SP. And yeah, his element changes to whatever. His element normally is dark, but whenever he fuses with a monster, he then becomes that monster's element. Anyways, let's actually investigate this graveyard. Let's avoid investigating the glowing one. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny? Yeah. Let's start strong. Ooh, perfect. From what I read, it does seem like I need to hit both of those zones. I need to hit the first one before the hit zone, and then I need to hit the hit zone. Yeah, Yuri doesn't have too much MP, so the extreme cost of Dark Messenger is a lot. Okay, if you're gonna spend your time buffing, not actually being a threat. There. Fight solved. And I got the Soul of the Raging Tiger. Okay, so just, you have to remember to go into equipment and equip what you got. Otherwise, you cannot fuse with it. Okay, so all of these are marked with a different seal, marked with a different element. So presumably, whenever I have to get a soul of a specific element, it'll glow. By the way, I do want to say that forced loss versus Roger Bacon right at the start is like the inverse of the usual, like, kind of like annoying JRPG trope of, well, you have to win the fight because we want to have you have an actual boss fight here, but you have to lose in a cutscene afterwards because the story demands you lose. That it's usually done as a bit of a like they can't really rework a lot of the story events and whatnot. They're kind of running out of time, so they end up needing to have both events happen simultaneously. It's usually a sign of needing to rush things at times. Sometimes it isn't, but it's usually we can't rectify the difference between what needs to happen in story and what needs to happen in gameplay pacing. But that fight with Roger Bacon that we lost, that was him being affected by that. Because we were forced to lose it. And then in a cutscene, we won. We're getting introduced to a lot of potential backstory just kind of being talked about. More little notes about his backstory. Does seem like the dad we fought and that kicked our ass. Not actually our dad, just something taking his form. Because of how much malice is accumulated within us. I did read about this. This is a game mechanic throughout the game. More monsters you fight, more malice accumulates within you for each monster killed. And then you need to go to the graveyard within Yuri's heart to make sure you dispel that. Otherwise, it'll build up enough that you have to do a one-on-one fight with your dad. From what I understand, the more malice that builds up, the different form of the monster you'll have to fight to dispel it. But yeah. seems to be kind of implied that the reason why the thing takes the shape of his dad is just because it's based on his own nightmares. Yeah. He seems to know something about what these masks are. They've had an encounter in the past. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be getting slowly doled out Yuri's actual backstory as we go, figuring out what the hell is his deal. Why is he such a rude hero? Why is he so rude? Why is he a hero? And yeah, that the reason why this never bothered him in the 10 years he's been hunting monsters is just because, well, Alice is here. And she has some strange power. Might as well use the save point. Okay, so the story events. Okay, we can now actually see how much malice is built up so far. So that'll tell us our current score. Huh. Rank 91, Felinus. We're better than rank 92, Canis. But still not at rank 90, Fire Rat. So I'm guessing that this is just like, yeah, everything gets graded as if this was a horror game. Because technically, this game does have its roots in survival horror. I mentioned it, but this is actually a sequel to Kadoka. Sorta. Well, not sorta, it is directly a sequel to Kadoka, to my understanding. Kadoka being a weird, very janky survival horror game that very much had JRPG mechanics pasted over it, because it was originally just supposed to be a survival horror, but the devs, the other members of the dev team outside of the director, really wanted to make a JRPG. And while when the art director took over the company from the original director, they just made an RPG. So yeah. Let's check the library. Oh hey, we can see info on every enemy we fight. We can also see their animations. You know, I wasn't expecting the anus part. I was expecting it just to be, oh, it just bites you and injects venom into you, but no, it has to be specifically the anus, turns out. Nope. There's no going back a page. You only go forward. Okay, so there's reason to doubt that this guy's actually Roger Bacon, that he's just using the name. Yeah. Specifically, born from Yuri's nightmares. Let's continue onwards. Can I open that chest now? I want it. See you. Please. Yuri's run animation is a whole lot, by the way. There's a whole lot for me to take in. He's running with his entire body. I will say, it is kind of neat that for being a game with action command stuff, that doesn't have one for defense. Not something you see too often, that it's only offensive action commands. I do appreciate that the action command stuff for this game is very fast. Usually, admittedly, kind of a problem with a lot of games that have them, that they end up getting too involved and too important. And they just slow down the pace of combat way too much. Like, basically, imagine in Final Fantasy or, like, SMT, you had to, you know, play a mini-game every time you want to do an action. In games where your turn count goes up into, like, the 20s, or 30s, or even 50s. It makes normal encounters a big drag. But at least here, it seems to be very fast. Oh, soul energy. Not gonna explain that one? We just build up soul energy. Okay. Presumably it's just based around who we fight and whatnot. We get soul energy from them. For some reason I thought there would be another menu between fusion and selecting what fusion attack we do, but let's use Dark Messenger against this wolf. It's good that Alice doesn't seem to be too spooked by us, you know, turning into a demon. I admittedly use that fusion just because I wanted to see if there'd be like a special in a battle cutscene, like how the first time Terra used magic in Final Fantasy VI. I will say the fog effect here is making it a little hard to tell where I'm supposed to go. Alright, I just realized I gotta go to the previous screen, and then now I can ford that river. And hopefully that will also give me access to the treasure chest on the other side of here. So Raging Tiger here, self-heal, defense buff, and magic damage from the looks of it. Earth magic damage compared to dark magic damage. Solid physical damage. Critical for one. I guess, yeah. Increasing one's damage by half would just be one, still. Not getting into percentiles. You know what? The game probably does explain exactly what soul energy is. Also, Grim Reaper, menacing entity that materializes into the real world from the graveyard when enough malice accumulates. Okay, so just basically make sure to... So just make sure to clear out accumulated malice regularly whenever you see it turning red. Okay, and whenever it goes up a level, the game will make sure to tell us at the end of battle. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the soul energy that we build up will be essentially our way of generating more fusions for Rude Hero. Once it reaches a certain level, then we go to the graveyard, and that tombstone corresponding to that element will then be lit up. How do I get that one treasure chest, though? Also, man, Yuri, your run animation is still so much. Presumably, for the elements we already have, it'll kind of give us an upgraded form of that. Just an upgrade to that fusion or something like that. And that, yeah, like, it's kind of the trade-off of the more soul energy we build up, the more we often, like, that means the more fights we get into, but that also means the more often we need to go clear out that malice. Oh. We gotta go clear out the shadows in our hearts. Okay, Alice at level 4, she has okay health now, and very good MP. Okay, poison doesn't seem to stick around after fights. Knowing it, I missed that treasure chest forever because I didn't do something correctly. But I want it. I can see it, it's just out of reach. Knowing it is, you have to get that before closing a sluice gate. Might as well, while I'm just doing an encounter, just add to a little thing about Koudelka. So I actually know quite a bit more about Koudelka in terms of, like, its kind of creation than I know about Shadow Hearts. Most of my knowledge about the Shadow Hearts series is just Koudelka. Entirely because Koudelka is a very interesting little historical thing in terms of game development. Where basically, the company, the dev team that made it, I believe is formed out of ex-Squaresoft employees? I know that it was Hiroki Kikuta, the composer for Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana, as it's now referred to in the remake. You know, composer of some of the greatest Super Nintendo music of all time. Wanted to make a horror game, so he split off, made his own company, and just very much was all about, like, making it, like... Okay, so our malice just went up a level. Yeah. Very much was all about wanting to make a horror game with kind of a more of a historical setting. And unfortunately, the rest of his team just really wanted to make a JRPG. So they basically kind of forced JRPG fights and inventory stuff and JRPG mechanics into what should be just a really straightforward survival horror game on the PS1. The result, Koudelka has one of the most just good lord that game goes on forever and is incredibly boring. And if it just played like a Resident Evil clone, it'd have been actually really good. It also has really notably good sound design for the era. The voice acting in particular, from what I remember for Koudelka, is like actually notably really good. Partially because it does a trick that is kind of like a modern AAA game thing nowadays. Where instead of renting out two separate studios for... basically, instead of renting out two separate studios for motion capture work and for VA work, they decided to save some money by doing the VA work and mocap work at the same time. Just the mocap actors would do the VA work. And so as a result, they're essentially just acting out the scenes just naturally playing off of each other. Maybe I should have not gone into Shadow Hearts. Maybe I should have started with Koudelka and streamed that. I clearly know so much more. The reason why I didn't, by the way, is because, as mentioned, that Koudelka is an interesting thing. Good lord, this is an incredibly boring game. Endless fights that go on for days. A game that is not paced to have random encounters. I want the item. Is it up here? It is. Okay, I got a belt. Malice is now set to green, though. Okay, a belt raises our attack power. A belt made from the hide of a young lion and tanned with the mystical Sensei stone. Raises attack power more. I probably should just read those out. You know what? Our Malice is green. Before Eddie go to the graveyard. Oh, I can only access from save point. Well. That does explain how it's, you know, not just a thing that you have super ready access to clearing out at any moment. Why it's a thing that you are kind of pushing up against at all times. I don't think I mentioned it, but in the stream yet, but basically the reason for wanting to play Shadow Hearts, kind of a twofold thing. Well, threefold thing, I guess. You can delineate it however you want, but basically, there was the recent Penny Blood, the Armed Fantasia and Penny Blood Kickstarter, where it was basically, hey, the directors of Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts both want to make their own JRPGs again, so they teamed up to do a double Kickstarter. And just basically, and it succeeded. I donated to Armed Fantasia because, admittedly, I've played Wild Arms. I know I like Wild Arms. And I'm not sure if I like Shadow Hearts. I like it conceptually, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. I do like that the voice in his head actually, like, the text is hard to tell, but you can hear clearly what is being said through audio. At the very least, Alice can hear it. It hurts Yuri. Maybe he's just too rude. It's trying to teach him a lesson. But yeah. So basically, the Penny Blood Kickstarter and whatnot, I donated to Armed Fantasia because I know, blah, 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 blah. And I've always been curious about the hell is that? I've always been curious about the Shadow Hearts franchise. So I figured, you know, with the end of that Kickstarter just having happened, I should probably learn about Shadow Hearts, even if I didn't donate to it specifically, because I still am interested in it. And I should learn if I like Shadow Hearts, actually. It was basically a big question mark. So I'm turning that question mark into an answer for myself. Alongside that, also, it is ostensibly like a horror game, still at its heart. So I figure, very appropriate for October as well. Does seem like Penny Blood is going to be going much, much more in the direction of horror, though. I'm interested in that as well. Yeah, the voice definitely warned us. Something about a man-eater's trap here. So definitely be on our lookout. And also, haha, nothing can surprise me and then children. Rude. Kicking the gate. Yeah, not concerning. Not concerning in the slightest, especially considering that we just heard about the man-eater's trap. That they're looking at at Alice as if she's a piece of meat, literally. Certainly. Nothing concerning. I have heard that this game does go very distinctly a lot more horror than you would expect from something like a horror JRPG. It does very much show that it is built. What? it does very distinctly go much more horror than like something like even SMT. I mentioned that, but that is actually part of why I'm interested in this, because I like horror-themed things, even if I don't necessarily like explicit horror stuff, because admittedly, I'm very picky with that sort of thing. I just want to see these descriptions, like bird-like, rat-toothed, fidgety pot-bellied. No, that's not animal-like. Bad haircut isn't an animal either. Dull-witted, that's not an animal thing. Kind of. Cow breast, there's an animal. And frog-eyed. Doesn't seem like they're describing everything with animals, though. Warbling. I guess birds warble. Weasel. Also, I might as well, I'll just sleep in a tent in the middle of this obviously nothing wrong with anything city, well, town. Let's go to the graveyard. So yeah, presumably the idea is that you're constantly kind of pushing up against this limit of malice as you want to, grind so you can get, more experience and better spirits for fusing. But the longer you go without clearing out the malice, the more dangerous it gets. Because eventually, like, if you get into a long stretch without a save point, you're gonna get into forced solo encounters that are presumably very, very dangerous and probably just might as well be game overs. Though it does sound like it is expected that, like, you can beat them. It's just it doesn't spell it. Anyway, here's Evil 2, a wolf. Oh, dodge me. Yeah, knockback. First instance of seeing that. Put us in the back row. Let's just spend our turn. Well, I guess if you really want us to stay here. Presumably this is a ranged attack, because it's magic. Okay, good. Oh, I got a mana leaf from that, too. Took a while. I was actually wondering, like, wait, did I run into, like, an immediate, like, emulation error that, like, game progression stopping? That would suck to find out, like, right now. Anyways. Okay, we did actually keep our damage from that, so... I don't want to use my second tent already. Oh. Oh, a lost peddler. Tents do cost quite a bit. Sounds like we're gonna want some of these. Clears out all Judgment Ring abnormalities, so presumably enemies can cause effects onto our Judgment Ring. Yeah, we have a good amount of healing items. I can no longer afford the shell bracelet, or the bone bracelet. Surprisingly early to give you the ability to just cancel out poison or confusion, but that is also kind of a Final Fantasy thing. They usually give you the ability to just cancel out poison pretty early. It's just the question of will you even use it in comparison to any other things. Yeah, this guy's just obviously wigged out by what's going on here. Oh, hey, a Talisman of Luck. You'd think the thing that mentions the Phoenix would be the Phoenix Down equivalent, but no, it's the Talisman. Now that I've seen that, time to scrape along the walls. Well, considering the voice, considering how they've been talking. That'd be Genbu? I always forget which direction Genbu's. I always forget the direction of each of the divine beasts. So yeah. They're not really gonna be dancing around this for too long, just immediately. Well. The Cannibal Village, these are all demons taking human form. They displaced the original thing being worshipped here that protected them, and yeah. At the very least, they're not trying to dodge around it for too long. It is kind of funny that, like, guy comes up and like, yeah, we're cannibals and we're gonna eat you. See you later. I guess we go inside. Both Alice and Yuri just trying to, like, play it off like they don't know. So it does seem like they're not immediately eating us just because they have to do something as a sacrifice. Okay, their true forms are Hellcats. Let's show them a Hellcat. I wonder, actually, can I see info? I probably would have to have an item that would show me enemy, like a scan item or like spell or something like that, if I want to see their elements mid-fight. Okay, I did just realize that I did forget to make sure that Yuri was kept in the front row, that he just automatically went back to it after being hit with knockback. It's good that he did. It's something that I should have checked beforehand, but still. Yeah, these enemy models are very much... they're very PS1. But with some more polygons because we ported this to the PS2. I might as well have her defend. They're basically only attacking her, which... okay. Thanks. Nice. Good for you. Oh, I got some light soul energy. So they were light then, I'm guessing. Ground's real squishy. Very squishy. Just going to... I just want to make sure that... okay, yeah, it's... I need to make sure that you get the element of the thing you beat in terms of soul energy. Hey, a tent. Might want to clean it first. And yeah, now random encounters in here. We had a brief second of this place being a quote-unquote town. just spat on me. I'm probably not going to be checking the library too often for enemies and NPCs, and I'll probably be just checking it like maybe the end of a stream and whatnot. See what we encountered all in one go. So far, it seems like things are pretty one-to-one in terms of energy that they give. Presumably, as we go, it's gonna, like, later game enemies are gonna give more. I should probably have more pure leaves, considering that they're how I combat going berserk. Free bronze arrowhead. Just a zombie. No funny name, no anything, just it's a zombie. What more do you need to know? Probably should get something out of the way about me and horror games. That I'm not really affected by them at all. It takes a lot for a game to actually unnerve and scare me, and usually I'm better at, like, reading a wiki entry is usually more unnerving and scary than actually playing the game for me. So I will admit, I have a hard time telling how actually scary something may be in video games, how effective a scare may be. I know that if it does slightly get to me, like, does start to pull me in, then that's usually a good sign. But I'm just gonna say that going forward, that I'm going to admittedly have a hard time telling if anything here is, like, kind of remotely unnerving or effective in scares. For me, it's an interesting tone, and they're doing a good job with the setting and whatnot. I'm interested in the setting and the tone going for it so far, and the way they're pulling that off. Yep, gotta go to the shrine. Dang it. I'm presuming that attack is called Confusion because it's trying to cause it. And yeah, that one's called Poison since it's trying to cause it. This move where I run up and headbutt you. Confusion. I don't even know what I'm doing. You know, I probably actually should try seeing if Alice can heal a zombie to death. Be very helpful knowledge to have, because if so, that means that he can do a lot more in these encounters. Okay, you cannot. Healing a zombie just heals them. Good to get that knowledge out of the way right at the start, though. The fact that Wind and Earth are respectively brown and green is throwing me off so much whenever I see them at a glance. Because, like, my brain wants to tell me Earth is brown and Wind is green. I should probably heal before getting into this fight. Because there's obviously going to be a boss fight. It's going to be our first winnable boss fight. Just make sure everything's topped off. To get out of here, we gotta break that shrine. The only way we could break that shrine is if we defeat the mayor. Dang it. Lightly pap him with both 9 damage. I'm lucky that they haven't inflicted poison yet. Well, a thing did inflict poison on me earlier, though. The enemies here just aren't able to use their statuses on me, it seems. Too unlucky. Upgrade to our malice. Upgrade. Level up to how much malice we have. Oh! Yuck, yuck, yuck. might as well just save often. I don't know when this game is gonna, like, if this game's gonna get, like, super hard all of a sudden out of nowhere. Don't want to risk it, though, if it does. This game's gonna have an SMT4 moment where it's just like, oh, things have been going pretty well till now, you know. It's, you know, kind of tough. And then suddenly you run into the Minotaur. And you're just asked that big question of, okay, how much do you understand the mechanics so far? If only slightly, you're dead. Oh, there we go. Poisoned. I do wonder if poison in this game is percentile, like pure percentile, or if it's also based around what inflicts it. Like, basically, if the poison has a base potency value added to it, based around whatever does it to you. So far, Yuri is proving that he is not just rude, but he is very durable. Okay, he's a party member. I kind of figured. Fujian. I think I have an idea who the person is. I may have been trying to catch them and beat them. It looks like we have a way to upgrade weapons now. Okay. So basically... Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. Upgrading a weapon's attack power shrinks its hit area. Upgrading the hit area, well, offsets that. And it costs money to do all that. So yeah, you know what? Let's go play risky. Some unfortunately aged jokes going on here that I'm doing my best to not actually remark upon. So it seems like widening hit areas is always the cheaper option, because it's just there to offset what you're doing from widening, well, from increasing damage. So it seems like having Zhu Zhen in the party gonna make her possible to be fought instead of just run away all the time. Once again, save just to make sure I don't have to go through any cutscenes again. Something with Zhu Zhen is scaring her. Yeah, I probably don't even need to widen the hit zones. That probably is why it's so cheap. It was just because, well, you can just get good at it. So, let's just keep these cheap. Well, let's just see. Ogre Flame Dance. Just... Our first all attack. Oh, learned Holy Edge. So presumably that means that Alice is now going to have a way to attack. Or it could be a buff. Yeah, it's just a buff. Adds light class to the target's physical attack. So yeah, it's just... make someone a light element temporarily. Anti-cat powder. I'll just need to grab a metal vessel and a torch. Metal vessel obviously being... Hey, you okay, buddy? Oh, I say the first thing. Looking for something. Okay, so... Just gotta go by the... investigate the different little shops in the next screen, and then just grab a torch. Right now, at the very least, Zhuzhen offers us in a pretty easy encounter clearing ability with Ogre Flame Dance. Definitely has more than enough MP to make use of it as well, multiple times. Gee, I wonder. I had to perform a skill check to make sure I picked it up. I actually do like that they're incorporating the skill check stuff, the Judgment Ring stuff, into the greater mechanics of the game. It's a nice little integration. Yeah, I'm just gonna have Zhuzhen clear this encounter. Oh, another level to our Malice. Still green. Free Angel's Feather. And there we go. Got a bit of running back and forth. I'm pretty sure it's probably just to make sure that you understand the whole Malice stuff, though. Just that over the course of dungeons and whatnot, you are going to be forced to have to deal with this, because it's just going to build up. You're going to keep getting into encounters, and you're going to keep having to deal with Malice just constantly building. Again, I have 2 tanks, so I might as well use one. Once again, might as well save just in case. Gonna have Zhao Zhen wipe this party, well, wipe this encounter again. Probably couldn't be going for the perfect. It doesn't matter, but it feels good. There we go. Oh, still just using the normal battle theme. It's not a real, actual, for real boss battle then. Considering the Hellcats were light element, I'm gonna hope that these also light element. I guess getting a perfect will make it 20%? About 18%. I kind of wish I had a way of telling what element an enemy is, like, mid-fight. I guess it would be judging, like, the damage of different equivalent spells and whatnot. Or that, you know, see what element it does. Okay, so it's wind element, so I use earth against it. Well, if I want Yuri to be able to use any more fusions, I'm definitely gonna have to use this. Raises SP back up. I still need more SP. Good thing I bought all those pure leaves. Really good thing I bought so many. And because Alice is probably gonna berserk soon if I don't. Just in case this thing can attack it, Sanity. Oh. I get an action before it does. Aha! I see your cat and I raise you my cat. I'm gonna have to recover his SP again because it's exceedingly low. Yeah, that 95 damage, yeah, it's definitely weak to Earth. Especially buffed Earth. Damn it. Well. Buffed Earth with the perfect. Yeah, 41 damage is also pretty nice. Should go down fast. It's not actually doing that much damage, even if it's hitting the whole party at once. Yep. buff, then Flying Stones just kind of solved it, even if I had to spend a lot of turns just using Pure Leaves. Oh, I got a lottery ticket. I'm 1 point off of gaining another wind. Well, gaining my first wind fusion. Okay, Yamaraja is probably going to be our actual first boss fight. Okay, this guy just pretty lucky that he was given a charm against evil. Okay, once again. That was also not actually on the save point. There we go. Now for the actual boss fight, presumably. I'm gonna guess this is probably gonna send our Malice into, like, yellow, maybe red. We'll see Xiao Zhen's actual physical attack. At least one hit of it. Not that great. I'm gonna guess Confusion is as Confusion does. Essentially Berserk until she gets hit. Damn. When Confusion's better at that than me. There. Yeah, you know what? I actually am gonna go get my Wind Fusion from this now. Might as well clear out the Malice while I can, as well. Oh. That's Wind, so we're gonna want to do our Earth Fusion. That almost solved it by itself. I actually do wonder what agility does in this game. Also, that wind shear really hurt, because I am also the opposing element. And, yeah, while I'm here, I might as well clear out that Malice. No, not especially. Dang it. Okay, so it's Earth Element. Oh, that's a lot, still. I didn't equip the thing. At least this should make me resist it. And did I get an item? Okay, yeah. Air Leaf for free. I guess not for free. I did spend a decent amount of health on that. I'm gonna guess there's also, like, pretty good rewards for fighting your Malice when it's at a 4. Well, when it's at red. There's probably a good reason that you actually want to keep it. You want to keep, like, kind of pushing to that limit. Where you don't want to fight the Reaper, but you do want to have your Malice be as high as possible before clearing it. Oh hey, we can now access the shrine. No, I don't. Yes, I do! How do we violate this shrine? Well, probably just gonna punch it. Yeah, we just opened it. Now we're gonna fight boss. Okay, here we go. Boss fight theme. I'm gonna avoid spending my SP right away. I want to know what this thing is before I start doing any fusion stuff. Description of Lord of Hell makes me think it might be Dark Element, so let's see if Holy Edge increases damage. In comparison to my previous turn. Plus we'll just fire at it. Even if it's not weak to fire, should still be, yeah, good damage. Okay, it's water. Okay, yeah. And it can affect... It can affect our Judgment Rings as well. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely weak to fire. Let's just use that Phoenix Tail on Zhuzhen. You're just doing Ogre Flame Dance. That's a lot. Let's go with Earth for right now, just because it can buff and heal. Still forgotten to equip my my new fusion, but still. Yeah, Zhuzhen's probably in the most danger of, like, taking a lot of damage from being hit. He is also our big damage dealer. got that perfect. Yeah, let's also boost Alice's defense here. Defense buffs for everybody. Except for Yuri. He should be able to withstand pretty much whatever. Ow. Okay, so enemies also can get multiple attacks in. So it's a very good thing that I buffed her defense there. Dang it. Almost had a... Oh. Okay. Not too hard. The fact that I just was flinging fire at it the whole time probably was what did it. You didn't say Age of the Gods. You're kind of adding that one in yourself, Yuri. Hey, a shell bracelet. But yeah. Place is peaceful again. Empty. But it's peaceful. Yeah, basically somebody took advantage of the malice that was in the area from the local spirits and just basically stoked the fire. Yamaraja Earth. Water. So yeah, Yamaraja seems like it was somebody basically took coaxed the local spirits into removing the black tortoise from here, allowing everything to basically like roam free. Oh, a guild card. Draw in lottery. Lottery ticket. Can draw in lottery. World Lottery Foundation. Anti-cat power. Card with a picture of snakes. Card from the Wholesale Items Guild. WIC. Gives various benefits, but if you lose on discount 5 times in a row with insufficient funds, it becomes inactive. What? If I lose on a discount? Heading out the way we came. We'll probably never meet again. Probably. I mean, you were a party member, but... And you also seem to know a lot about what's going on, but most likely, we're never gonna hear from you again. How dare you counter what I said? I said we'll never meet again, and I'll make sure of it. We don't really have any more options for where else to go, other than Fengjian. Forgive me if my pronunciation of anything Chinese is not great. Oh, Fengjian tragedy. I'm going off of what I recall being sort of correct. But yeah. Also, we did get something from here. Yeah, we got a shell brooch. Well, we got a star brooch and a shell bracelet. Finely crafted brooch set with the guardian of the stone of with the guardian stone of the god Achilles. When worn, can escape from the enemy even when all allies are berserked. So basically, just something that guarantees that we can run from fight, even when berserked. Might as well make poison ineffectual as well. And also, might as well finally remember, Pep Tornado. Lesser spirit formed by Harmonixer's Unbound Spirit and a Thunderbird. Wields the power of wind. Does Dancing Breeze, which can cure poison, paralysis, and confusion. Falcon, which raises agility. And Wind Shear, which is single target wind damage. Tiger, like the lesser Earth Spirit, incarnation of Harmnixer's furious soul. It wields the power of Earth, and its roar can shake the valleys. Lesser Spirit of Darkness, formed from the hate-filled soul of a raging demon. He is said to appear as a demon shrouded in a black mist. For being a Death Emperor, he sure is not too much greater than the other ones we got. You know, I'll read through all of those at the end of the stream. We're only 2.5 hours in. For me, that's nothing. 4 hours, baby, let's go. I don't know if I'm gonna go to 4 hours. I'm probably gonna go for 1 more hour. 3.5 sounds right. Oh. Slow down. While this slowdown is happening, I also check the PCSX2 wiki. There should be comments on this stuff. So I remember there was a comment on an early, very GPU intensive in hardware mode. Set it to software by setting renderer. But that's for general low frame rate for the game. This slightly too slow military song. Seeing conversations about slowdown. I might have to. I'm probably gonna. It's not too much. It's running at 75% though, but. I'll be doing some testing off stream to figure this out then. I didn't pay attention to too much of that cutscene, honestly, but I feel I still got the gist of it. Presumably Dehua here is, who was referred to as that old demon in Shanghai. Hit my desk. Ow. Well, now we know who did it. Bunch of little setup here. All the different forces in the background that are conspiring with and against each other. Never acknowledge a dog is cute. Okay, so we now, as we walk around more with Yuri's really weird run cycle, we will build up more steps, and presumably, once we reach certain step counts, we will get rewards. Okay. Or did we? Yeah, I guess it's a game mechanic. Dang. I got tissues. Okay. I almost want to load. I think I'm gonna load game again. Surely nothing bad is gonna happen in Fengtian. And yeah, it's gonna slow down. Oh, only 85% right now. If I turn off the frame limiter, doesn't do anything right now. I'm gonna speed through this as fast as I can. I can't skip it with start, with selects. I think I'm gonna make it a separate save, that way I can make sure that I have a save right here and test this specific scene with any potential, like, things for frame rate improvement. I mean, I could do that right now, but it might fuck with OBS. I don't know. Now, if I turn on the frame limiter, yeah, it's able to actually speed things up. From looking it up, it does seem like it's just a general weirdness about the game itself. That for some reason, at moments, the game does get weird in terms of performance. Once again, it's a little artifact of the fact that the game was, like, kind of actually originally a PS1 game in terms of how it's designed. Frame delimiter only giving me a 30% speed up. No, now 13% speed up. Back to 30. Okay, just gonna get the pedometer. I think I got it. Think? Like... Like, I'm not seeing it in the inventories. Is in equipment. Okay, it is. Count the number of steps in dangerous areas. Let's try this again. I probably should just find a save point and then use that before doing this lottery thing. Free Talisman of Luck. I'm guessing now that I've talked to everybody, I can wake her. Or it probably is that I try to leave and then just have that thought of needing to make sure I don't leave without her. Now, time to find a save point, so I can lottery effectively. I guess I have to go into the store. Oh. There we go, save point. And as mentioned, I'm gonna just make a save on file 2. Just that way I can test the cutscene, see if I can fix the slowdown issue separately. Damn it. I guess I have to. Can't just go back and immediately. I can't just go back and immediately. I don't really need to increase her. Well, it increases her special attack too, but only by a point. I'm gonna avoid that just because she's probably got a better bit of equipment to get right away. Okay, so that's what it means by failing to get a discount. Or price raise. Okay, I can raise the price of selling things. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of stuff to buy here. Try and get that discount. There we go, 10% off. Okay, so this I can't afford paralysis negation or knockback negation. I have 4 of these, and I haven't had to use one so far, but I'll just sell. I won't sell any. I already know that the reason why I'm being asked that is because I'm gonna immediately go into like, shit, we gotta defuse the bombs kind of thing. Well, that's a bad look. That's an even worse look. Bob, I decided to save people. We made bombs to help people, not to hurt people, damn it. Well, they kind of are after us too, actually. That one's due to some weird mix-up where they think that we killed everyone on the train, though. But that was some guy called Roger Bacon who had an invisible demon do it. Well, unfortunately, can't do the lottery. I now can't do the lottery with 2 tickets. Haunting me more. I'm gonna guess. Probably don't want to go back. But we can go back in here. Hey there. Hi, everybody. Okay, and it steps through areas with random encounters, I'm guessing. For the pedometer stuff. And you can just buy extra pedometers. Okay, I can now use the lottery because he's coming here. I got 2 tickets, man. Only gonna spend 1. Dang it. That's why I made a save. So the Jade Lariat and Black Tortoise Fang, I don't know what those are, which means that I want them. There we go. Got the Jade Lariat. What the hell is a Jade Lariat? Probably, it's a bit of... Okay. The width of the hit area increases by 20%. I guess that's okay. It also increases defense by 1. Well... Okay, yeah, it does. But... Okay. For some reason it wasn't showing that on Yuri for a bit. I don't really care for the Jade Lariat's effect though, so let's just see the Black Tortoise Fang. Ooh. Okay, so basically, use Silver Hourglass and then Black Tortoise Fang, same turn, to try and get a single character to hit a lot harder. Admittedly, neither of which feel too great for, like, spending a lottery ticket on, but hey. Now we're in the sewers, presumably. I'm just waiting for a random encounter to happen here. Took long enough. I'm starting to question. Oh man, frog with a hand for a tongue. Mutant frogs. Oh, also its eyes are faces. Inflicted fast ring on her. I hate it when enemies inflict me with fast ring. Probably gonna be encountering a lot of water enemies here, so I'm gonna guess that this is where I'm gonna get enough spirit energy to get a water spirit. A water fusion. Probably shouldn't be using my Thera leaves so freely when I only have 3 left. Hey, some bugs and bats. Oh, right, I forgot to equip it after reloading my save. Aha, he negates poison. Fireball animation starting with the bat just being on fire is pretty good. I probably should have had him target something else, just so that Alice could finish off the bug. Physical damage is at least getting to be, like, okay. Nothing good, but, like, not actively bad. Not like I feel like her turns are effectively, like, kind of nothing if she's not healing. Also, these are just fire bats. Fire bats casting fireball. A lot of bats, so better have gotten some decent fire energy from that. There's at least a good trade-off of, like, if they only give 1 point of energy per enemy so far, at the very least encountering a lot in a single fight is at least a nice way of fast-tracking how much energy I get from him. I picked up a pistol. Nobody here can use a pistol right now. Can cause confusion. 8mm radius, 8-shot automatic, extremely well balanced and easy to use, but must be used with caution due to its light trigger. Also causes confusion. I do not know who can use that yet. Antique book about a fabled continent that sank into the sea beneath a falling star. Lovingly transcribed from the original and very valuable. This handheld weapon has sharp blades affixed to it for slashing as well. It is made of a powerful black steel and is easily carried. A lariat necklace set with jade and pearls. Favorite item of the undefeated gambler Bronco Billy. Widens the success area of the Judgment Ring. A device item. A device that counts steps. True adventurers are very serious and responsible about each step they take. Can't do it without one. A bandana made by the hands of 100 virgins using mystical dye and silk thread. Raises the defense power. A bracelet carved out of a large red pearl oyster shell that was used by a medicine man in the Dark Ages. Raises resistance to poison when worn. A vest made from carefully tanned hide of the southern steer, perfect for the male adventurer who swears by leather for battle. Don't get it wet. I'm gonna guess the agent lady who set off the bomb to save people is gonna be a party member. She probably uses a pistol as well. That sounded healthy. Sounded like a boss fight. Oh hey, a blue frog. Trying to inflict paralysis. Also did a shitload of damage. Frog cod. Yep. When all I want to do is heal, I probably shouldn't be risking going for the perfect, especially if I need to heal. Right, I need to equip the new fusion. Dang it. Oh, how dare you inflict me with fast ring. Whoa! That's a fast ring! Yeah, Phoenix Tail doesn't look like I can fail it. Oh no! I'm back with fast ring. Haha! Eat shit. My ring is fast, I just gotta be faster. He is about to berserk, so I better use this right now. Ah ha ha ha! Damn it. I missed one. Yeah, the game's getting notably harder just by enemies now actually dealing pretty real damage. There. Whip Tornado. Okay, a back attack is preempted for the enemy. That's actually really bad for me, because I did not heal. Also, it shifts up your rows, so at the very least they're attacking Yuri, who's now in the back row. I think I'm gonna run. Okay, good, it was successful. I was worried that it would do a screen fade out and then fade back in if it wasn't. Well. Hi there. Definitely do want to upgrade my defenses for both characters. Okay, Thera Leafs are very cheap at the very least. Buy 10 and get that 10% discount. Do I have any tents? No, I do not. Still can't get over Yuri's run cycle. I could just sell the pistol I got immediately. Oh. There's a part of me in like a JRPG that I'm pretty new to that is like super averse to selling equipment because it's like, well, there may be a mechanic I've yet to be introduced to that'll fuck me over if I sell my starting equipment. I'm actually gonna sell this pure seed. That way I can afford a tent. Oh hey, a hole. Pointed hole. Hole. Well, now we have dog. Valuables. Oh. Item. Oh, no, it's not a usable and it's not a valuable. Also a free lottery ticket from there. Ah, another back attack. At least I'm fully healed. I am gonna run from this just because I'm going to basically need to take 2 turns just to make sure. Like, this is a pretty big encounter anyways, and taking an additional, like, couple of turns to try and reorganize my team, yeah, that's way too much extra damage. But we heard gunfire, so let's go into the direction of it. But obviously I'm a rude hero. I can't do nice things. Okay, so the gunfire was her losing a fight. Or shooting at a thing and then because she was caught off guard. You're the terrorist, we're just a couple of helpless murderers. Jeez. Listen, lady, I actually don't give a shit. Just, hey, Margaret. Yeah, she's our new party member. Kinda figured. She kinda forcibly joined our party, too. So she's normally equipped with a mini Mauser, lightweight submachine gun. That is not a lightweight submachine gun. That is a semi-automatic pistol, yes. Wait, lightweight machine gun. Okay, but, Type 94 pistol lowers her special attack, raises her physical attack, though. And can cause confusion. Pocketless leather miniskirt made from southern cowhide. It's easy to move around in and provides strong defense and looks great. A friend to fighting women everywhere. And I don't have any accessories to give her. What special skills does she have? Secret weapons, so she can throw a grenade, or cast Aqua Edge. Which is just, yeah, it's water sword, water blade. Spellblade stuff, add element to physical attacks. I do kind of find it fun how she's really desperate for people to believe her spy shtick. No, I'm sexy, please. My first guess for the Guardian, by the way, is the dog. Dog's suspicious. That probably opened that hole a bit more. Okay, so hand grenade damages all enemies. So her other gun is better at boosting the damage of her grenades. Yeah, I won't bother curing that anyways, because this fight shouldn't go too long. Got 2 more Phoenix Tails from that. That's pretty nice, actually. I do want you to know, as Yuri's running, every now and then my shoulders just start doing the same thing. I can't help it. Oh. Yeah, hole was not widened. Maybe that glowing blue light, though, at the back here. Yeah. Oh. This wall blew up, making a bridge to this. Oh. It seems these things are fast enough that they get the first action every time. Well, Frog God. I read that as Cod first, but that's a G. Dang it. I'll have Alice focus on the mutant frog, and then everybody else will just focus out on taking out the frog god. I was hoping that it didn't die from that, because I wanted to see her do her third trick shot. Fire with both hands, behind the back, and then what comes after that? And a rosewood bracelet. Okay, so that can prevent paralysis. Might as well give that to somebody. Oh, look at him go. What even is that farm supposed to be? Like... Well, we're gonna have to set it, and we're also gonna have to fight the Guardian too, so... We had to do both. Hi there. Oh, there's 3 of you. Oh, dang it. I probably should have checked that ring first. Before trying it. Okay, so... Oh! These are Kappa. That's a white tiger. I'll just go with Tornado for now. These guys in the water, I already know that in advance. Except for maybe the white tiger. Well, white tiger used to defend this. And we've already heard about a black tortoise. They sound like seagulls. But like the seagulls from Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Oh. Over the phone, she talks in English.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Just calls in for them to hand her a grenade, as you do. Yeah, Macappa can heal. Or, okay, yeah, it was a healing thing. It's just like the big animation for a heal. Cat is right now just begging for attention. Probably wants his water filled. Haha, you can't knock back what's already in the back row.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Oh, there we go. White Tiger down. I'm just gonna go quickly check on my cat's water. Yeah, next turn Alice is gonna berserk, but shouldn't need to if I can finish this right now. There we go. Yeah, got water and fire for that. Like I said, it's the dog. I literally don't know. I'm joking around with my guess. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I was correct. I'm just gonna go for a bit further. Probably got an actual boss fight here, though, before we hop on a plane. Yeah, it probably is actually the dog, isn't it? Or the dog's gonna discover what it actually is. Dog sold us out. Yeah, it actually probably is the dog. That was the source of the malice. Okay, I get to see the 3 shots. Needlessly fancy. Two talismans of luck. I mean, I haven't had to use a single one yet, so I'm building up a lot. Well. Yeah. Yeah, it's Roger Bacon, isn't it? Oh no. Okay, so this is one of the servants of Dehuai. Beast dog. I'm gonna wait to see what attack it does before I transform into anything. Knowing it's fire. It's probably fire because it blew up a thing. And we did get a character who knows. Yeah, we got a character who knows Aqua Edge, so. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna have Margaret apply Aqua Edge to Yuri. I'm gonna have him turn into Raging Tiger so he can apply the defense buffs and potential additional healing. Definitely want to try and focus on keeping Alice alive. And then Aqua Edge on Yuri.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna buff itself. just gonna physically attack it. Aqua Edge on self.
Yeah, I could use some help here. Wait.
Dunking a gun in water makes it suddenly water element. Good to know. Hang it. Oh, hey, I like that series. At the very least, it doesn't do its fire breath too often, so... Gives you more than enough time to heal up afterwards. Oh, I just realized my cat's begging me for treats right now. That's why he's all in my face. He heard me comment that he was all in my face, and now he's walked off to go investigate my shoes. Better not be planning anything. Better not be planning to be spiteful here. Well, everybody's in a bad spot now. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on healing. Probably should have had... I probably should have prevented her from going berserk. Well. Okay. Beat music. Let's just stop that. Thankfully, it didn't do Breath of Fire again, because that would have killed her off. There we go. And I still have not ended a fight with the character in Berserk, so everybody still keeps getting experience. I got a voodoo doll. And yeah, I was fired. Nice peaceful music after all of that. Oh! Plane's not such a hot idea, it's killing the frame rate. I just hear something bang in the background. I'm turning around, my cat is just staring at me. But anyways. But with that, getting into this reputable aircraft. We still, by the way, we still can't go back anywhere. It's only forward for us for a bit, seems like. But anyways, let's just read up on the enemies we've encountered. So there's the wind shear, formed from putrid vapors of stagnant pool. Its filthy sickle cleaves enemies with a frightening speed. They appear in groups, laughing wickedly. Vampire bats. Mutated flesh-eating bat that lives in the plains of the continent. The continent, you know the one. A group of vampire bats can wipe out an entire village. It has crooked fangs and claws. Venomous spider. Without a sound, the giant spider, its entire body covered with long, soft hair, approaches its enemy on legs thicker than a person's body. It injects a powerful corrosive poison into the anus of its prey, and devours the meat once it has softened. Wolf. But where are you going, Hector? Where are you going, Cat? Is that better? I don't know what you want. You're acting crazy. Are you crazy? Crazy. Just gonna lay there. Okay, wolf. A medium-sized wolf that lives on the plains of the continent. Once again, the continent. It's a mutant subspecies that supposedly only appears in areas where battles have taken place. It's a ferocious beast whose habit of feeding off the corpses of warriors slain in battle has given it a taste for putrid human flesh. Hellcat. Vengeance of kittens killed by humans. Its body is full of maggots. It fakes the cries of babies and devours the mothers that come to check on them. Zombie. Something formerly human. They are unburied bodies under a warlock spell. They wait to grab hold of you while wailing and emitting a horrible odor. Green Flyer. A malicious ghost of a girl killed in a horrible manner. She looks sad, but don't sympathize if you want to stay alive. Looks like a slug half? Canis. This beast ghost guards the graveyard of wolves. It brings trouble to humans that step into its tribe's hunting ground. Its attacks are fast and deadly. Felonous. What became of an old female cat that drank human blood? You know, I don't think that a cat drinking blood would have to be that uncommon of a thing. Going by my cat, like human blood specifically, going by my cat's own penchant for violence. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yamaraja, Earth. Ancient god of harvest. It protects the village when sacred, and it brings bad luck when wicked. Its kicks are powerful. Firebat. Monster created by burning a rat and mixing the remains with feathers and drugs. Drugs. You know the ones. It attacks with a devouring flame. Uses a guard within a seal. So it's not actually a bat, but it's a rat mixed with feathers and drugs. Cheeky bug. A large flesh-eating spider transformed with magic. It shoots out mountains of sticky web, used for security within a seal. Font in this game can be weird. Mutant frog, graveyard frog that mutates by feeding on fresh rump meat of young women. It jumps out of the water to catch humans and spits out its own gut when surprised. Frog god. Make 1,000 frog mutants devour each other, and the last one remains becomes a frog god. Its skin covered with poison. It eats anything that moves. Kappa. Monster that lives in the sewer. It swims around the sewer and crawls out to hunt for women. Its head makes a discordant noise when hit. White tiger. Evolved Kappa. It only eats the flesh of obese men. It sits at the bottom of the sewer until an appropriate prey presents itself. It smiles when hit on the head. Elite Guard. Obedient soldiers. They are equipped with weapons and clothes provided for them. Beast Dog. Fierce dog under the spell of a warlock. It only lives to rip apart and devour its prey. A beast with sharp fangs and strong attacks. Evil 2. Evil soul that lives in the graveyard. The vengeance of the monsters killed by the Harmonixer. Evil soul that... I want to know what that thing is actually based on. Like, what monster is the evil soul number 3 supposed to be? And then, it's the same description for all the evil numbers. Oh, right, and NPCs. Roger Bacon, a British warlock who uses powerful magic. He is calm, collected, and calls himself Roger Bacon. If that is true, he is the legendary alchemist. But... Foxface, a mysterious man who steps out of the world of nightmare into the real world. He appears when the mouse meter peaks. He wears the coat of the Japanese army. Wanderer Mei Wan, an expert acupuncturist. He rages weapon proficiency. Strange, but he is a master of this field. He likes good-looking men. Lieutenant Colonel Yoshiko Kawashima, called a star and the hero of the continent. She will do anything to achieve her goal. An expert marksman. Dehuai, an adept who lives in Kuihuai Tower and protects Shanghai from external attacks. He plans on ruling and turning Shanghai into a city of demons. Puppy, a stray dog in Fengtian. Friendly and looks very smart. A mixed breed. Follows the main characters around, which is cute, but somehow peculiar. Fire. So with that, that is our end of session reading. So yeah, that was about 4 hours technically, because I did reload and go through some stuff, but about 4 hours of Shadow Hearts. Enjoying it quite a bit so far. I'm enjoying it in the sense of, like, it's interesting in setting. What are you doing? The cat was just raising his paw, but not fully, like he was like he was warning me he was gonna smack. But yeah, it's definitely very interesting and very unique so far. I'm interested in how it shapes up and progresses and how it builds on things. And yeah. Next time I do Shadow Hearts, though, it's going to be on Thursday, because tomorrow, Tuesday, because it's after midnight, I'm going to be I'm going to be streaming some of Fear 1, which is was it Monolith, or was it some other... Let me just pull this up. The horror FPS, the spooky time FPS, sort of. Admittedly, it's very jump scary and in your face, and not really that scary to me, but I don't personally like... Yeah, it's Monolith. Monolith Productions. Not Monolith Studio, Monolith Productions. The FPS dev. But yeah, the ostensibly horror FPS that is very in your face with its scares. I will say that. It is incredibly fun, though. I love that game a lot, and it is wild how well it is held up in every possible way it can. So yeah, I'll be excited to play that on stream. Tomorrow. Today. So yeah. Anyways. Well, with that, as per usual, thank you to everybody who joined in, and see y'all next time.